You know what? So many women say to me, you're so, Andrew, you know what? You're so rich, but you're smart and you're actually very intelligent. And I know you'd get really bored of a robot. And I'm sitting there thinking, bitch, I wish to God you were a robot. You better shut the fuck up.
Andrew Tate shocks Tom Segura, spitting out the cold truth about what men really want out of women in this extremely entertaining debate, as Andrew Tate is asked this question by Tom Segura's wife that no woman normally asks men, and Andrew stuns both of them by being exactly spot on. Let's get in.
Fine, bro.
So I am a dumb bitch. How can I not be so stupid and keep my husband? I want to keep him happy, and I think all the women listening too, they want to know the secrets to a good relationship.
I'll tell you the secrets.
Yeah, I'm writing them down.
I'll tell you the secrets.
Yeah, put your
Let me tell you the secrets.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm taking notes.
I don't think most women understand what men are looking for in general from life.
Okay.
And it is not just relationships, it's in general from life. I think, and when I say think, I mean I know, that men are biologically designed, we're evolutionarily hardwired to seek status. That's what we want. Men talk about wanting money. You don't want money, you want power. You want power, you want status, you want the fast car. You don't care about the car. You want everyone to know you have the car and they can't have the car. Right. If everyone had a Lambo, you wouldn't want a Lambo. Right. So we want status. So every single thing we do is status driven to some degree.
It's true.
Meaning the female we are with has to add status to our lives in some form. That's why we like beautiful women, right?
Right.
But a beautiful woman who doesn't behave and doesn't obey isn't really much status.
Yep.
So when we're looking for status, we want a beautiful woman who is compliant because it's unique and it's scarcity that provides value. Right. So if you want to keep your man happy, you need to think, how do I make my man look better to the world? How do I make him look better in front of other men? You know what? If I were to just make him 2 coffees and shut the fuck up, he's going to look like the big G and he's going to be in love with me. That's what you have to do as a woman.
Well, let me just stop you real quick and say something. You got a lot of work to do.
Me?
Yeah.
I brought you 2 coffees this morning because you were coming in, and I said, Tommy, here's your 2 coffees. I did.
I'm just saying, he made a lot of sense. And just,
what do you fucking...
I'm just saying, keep taking notes. Don't even talk to me. Keep taking notes.
So give me some examples of how I can increase my status, therefore increasing his status. You mentioned the 2 coffees. Now, why do you request that? Let's go through the logic of that.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Because it's a basic respect thing, right? And compliance is something which is going to increase the status of your man in front of other people.
Right.
And truthfully, it's not really a very big ask. The fact that it's basically pointless is the whole point of it. I drink one, I don't drink the other one. It's just a respect thing. It's doing something which is basically pointless to show you have respect for me. And that's not me being insecure or crazy or whatever. I have a lot of jobs as a man, and I make sure I fulfill my side of the duty fantastically. I'm not going to let anything happen to you. I'm going to take care of us financially, et cetera, et cetera. So if I do my side of the bargain, I want your side of the bargain, which is I want to feel respected in the household.
Okay. So that's cooking meals, I'm assuming.
Well, truthfully, I eat out most of the time.
Yeah.
But this is actually one of the problems I have. I want you guys to feel sorry for me. Maybe with your big channel, we can start a charity and get some money going. Because you know what happens now?
What?
My life, I'm flying on private jets. I'm eating in all these restaurants. I'm driving all these supercars. And it's very hard for me to find a way for women to show me respect. Because they're just like on the jet, duh. I go to the restaurant, duh. They're in the club, duh.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Do you know what I mean? And they're like, and most dudes are happy just to get pussy. But like, who doesn't want to fuck me? So duh.
Right.
Duh.
So how can she add, and also too, I worry if I am too submissive, will he not respect me?
Nah, no. Get rid of that.
Get rid of that. Get rid of that stupid shit.
That won't respect me crap. That's not real.
Is that real? Really?
You know what? So many women say to me, you're so, Andrew, you know what? You're so rich, but you're smart and you're actually very intelligent. And I know you'd get really bored of a robot. And I'm sitting there thinking, bitch, I wish to God you were a robot. You better shut the fuck up. We talk about star signs? Oh yeah, I'm so glad. Tell me more about by Sagittarius rising, you idiot. I don't give a fuck. Give me a robot. All men want robots. That's all we want. Yeah. 4 wives, robots, inshallah. Put the burqa on.
Yep.
What are you talking about? We don't care. 2 coffees. Yeah. That's it. It's nice and easy. There's no such thing as too submissive. There's no such thing. I'm never going to look at a beautiful woman who does everything I say and go, you know what? You do too much of what I say. I want to go get some disagreeable bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
On what planet?
But Cobra, let me tell you what you're saying. If there's truth to it, and judging by my husband's reaction, listen, we've had world famous comedians sit across from him. He's never spit coffee out of his nose like he just did for you.
It's because it's like, you know what it is? sometimes you see these videos of these guys that are lost, and then they walk into a church, and then the preacher says like the exact right thing from the Bible, and the guy's like, "Oh my God, this is what I needed." I feel the same way right now. I feel like
Yeah.
I love to hear that, friend.
absolutely.
I love to hear that.
Good.
Thank
It's
you.
really good to have you here. And
What is happening?
speaking. If I could be, I don't know, to borrow from them, I think you're kind of speaking the gospel right now.
Well, the
you know?
truth is, you know what's crazy about all of this? Because when people attack my views, what they don't understand is that the relationships I'm describing are not just perfect for the man. Women are absolutely happy serving a man they respect. Women are absolutely happy saying, you know what? I know I have the best man on the planet, and I know I make him happy. Women are happy with that.
Yeah, that's true.
They're far more happy with that than they are working some fucking career.
Yeah.
And some garbage. Oh, I have thoughts and opinions and a job.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
fuck up. Have kids,
Dumb
sit
bitch.
at home, be quiet, make coffee.
Yeah.
And it makes everybody happier in the long run. It's good for everyone. I don't know how this is even controversial anymore.
Right.
Let me know down below if you agree with Andrew Tate that women would be far more happier working for a husband that they actually loved and appreciated rather than a boss. Because if you ask me, I agree with that. Because if you look at the stats right now between women leaving the workforce, getting burnout, all these career women who have all of this debt and they're miserable and they're depressed. And they just, they go on TikTok and they complain about everything. And this sucks. And now I'm looking for a man and I'm 40 and I'm hitting the wall and all this. These women don't get at least the overwhelming number of women don't actually get any fulfillment out of a career or a job. They don't. And then they're going to hit the wall and they're going to be figuring out like, why am I all alone? And then they're going to hit rock bottom and just turn into old, bitter, depressed women. Like it just doesn't work. But if a woman, actually has a husband that she looks up to, absolutely, they're nothing more than happy. I know firsthand, I got one, luckily. But yes, if a woman actually looks up to you, she will do the world for you and she'll be nothing appreciative. And that's how rare and scarce and how awesome, quite frankly, that actually is. But if you got a bunch of betas and pussies walking around and they can't actually be that guy, then no woman's going to appreciate you. You're this weak soy bitch. I mean, like, there's nothing there. And that's essentially what the left has turned men into. But hit that like button and notification bell if you're enjoying the video. And if you want to help support the channel, check out the link in the description and let's get back in.
But Cobra, might I interject that if women were truly happy doing that for so long, maybe this whole women's lib thing, how did that come about?
That's a psyop from the New World Order. They're deliberately trying to turn women against men. They have to divide the peasants. That's the only way the elites can retain control. They turn the blacks against the whites, the Democrats against the Republicans, the women against the men. It's all a psyop, and they do it purposefully. Listen, a revolution is nothing more than men standing in one place and saying this shit has to change. The reason there's no revolution, despite the absolute tyranny we experience here in the Western world, is because most men aren't allowed out the house because their wife will get mad at them. You have to be home at 10 o'clock. Come home. Yeah. You're not allowed out.
Well, what about the kids? Should he be home?
Sure, you should be home for your kids. But my point is, you're not going to feel like a king or feel brave enough to go and rebel against the New World Order if you don't even feel in charge of your own house. If you're not a king in your own house, then how are you a king anywhere else, right? And the law is set up in a way in the Western world.
Like that.
The law is set up in the way in the Western world where men have absolutely zero power. Most men are clinically depressed, working jobs they hate, in sexless marriages, and they know they can't leave because they lose the house and they lose the kids and they lose everything else. So they don't have time to be concerned with anything that's actually happening in the world. They keep us divided and distracted. And empowering females is the easiest way to weaken the will of men. What happened when the Romans conquered the Greeks? The first thing they did was kill all the fighting age males. And we live in a world now where they are deliberately killing the fighting age males. They're killing the spirit, the warrior spirit inside of men. And they're doing that by motivating females and empowering them to the point where they're going to sit there and go, you know what? I'm a feminist. You can't tell me what to do. I'm allowed to go out with my friends. He's just my friend. I'm allowed to sleep at his house and drink vodka. Oh, I only sucked his dick. What's the problem? You know what? Fine, we get a divorce. I'm taking the fucking house.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Yep.
How do you feel about women serving in the military and stuff like that?
I think that's the biggest mistake a female could possibly make. Why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah.
One, you're shit at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first thing.
Yeah.
Like anyone who's out here who's actually been through something, as I have, knows that when the fight goes down, you need the women protected in a way. You don't need the screaming in your ear, right? So they're shit at it. That's the first thing. And the second thing, it's part of the psyop. They're masculine. In the Western world, they are trying to turn females masculine. It's not an accident. None of this is an accident. All of this is done very, very purposefully. And it's to destroy the will of man. The reason I feel compelled to say the things I say and do the things I do, etc., is because I live in a country where there's no fem-centric government that's going to come and destroy me. And also in my relationships with females, there's no woman telling me, Andrew, just put the mask on. Andrew, just be quiet. Andrew, it's late. Don't lose your job. Andrew, the kids, blah, blah, blah. They're just sucking men down the pit.
So hold on. Do you mean to tell me that Cobra Tate will not be married, will not be tamed?
It's not about being tamed or married. I don't believe in marriage in terms of an institution, not because I am against the idea of loving a woman, but I'm so anti-government. I don't want them to have anything to do with me, especially where my dick goes. So fuck them.
Yeah.
So I refuse to sign the piece of paper because I just don't want to deal with governments more.
Okay. So there won't be a Mrs. Cobra Tate.
No, if I meet a woman and point,
Yeah. You.
she's Mrs. Cobra Tate.
Yeah.
I don't need the government to give me any kind of fucking approval.
Have you met a woman yet that you go,
What do you mean?
Mrs.
That's all I fucking do. What are you talking about? I'm just pump.
Yeah, Andrew Tate is absolutely spot on as well. This is not an accident that feminism and feminists are just everywhere now, because all of this has been intentionally pushed by globalists, elitists, the ones running the whole show, because as long as they can subvert the will of man, they have no risk of being conquered. Basically, they are trying to take the easy way out because they know if the numbers stack against them, and this is exactly why they tried to take out Donald Trump, that's what's going to happen. When men are finally going to figure out how badly they've been getting screwed by these people for decades and decades, all of that retribution and justice is finally going to come full circle, and they're going to get what they're owed, because it is long overdue. And the damage they have done to society, families, men, women, children, for profits, for control, all of this, if you ask me, is unforgivable. But let me know your thoughts down below and what you thought about what Andrew Tate had to say. Absolutely stunning, both of these, Tom Segura and his wife, in this debate with the real truth of what's going on. Thanks again, like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.